Yeah, very funny. All right. Camcorder still works.
It's Kimono's birthday.
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen.
Oh no, Kimono. Yes, yes, yes. We have never been able to find Kimono. Well,
Oh, no.
she is the widest pony in the land. Maybe that's why we've never been able to
The
surprise
editor
her.
is here.
Kimono is smart. How about we surprise her with a book? Kimono is also a real treasure. Maybe a bottle or a
That's
gem.
for most of it. Everything else is
Very,
just
very special
picked up.
charm bracelet.
Yes, yes. Just every pony saying
A
yes.
new charm bracelet to replace the very, very special one she lost. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, gosh.
I got it! I'm gonna make Kimono a charm bracelet that's green!
I'm in love already.
Have you all seen the sun today?
That's Celestia?
Sunny Days loves to surf
Sunny
and
Days.
play ball.
Sunny Days.
On her birthday, she did more pony
Nice.
somersaults than any of
Pony
us while
somersaults.
drinking lemonade. Yes, yes, yes,
While
that's
drinking
fun in the sun.
lemonade. Yes, 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 yes.
That's
one
right.
I completely forgot to take this with me to the aquarium or the pirate cruise. But, trust me, I can bring it here.
I'm not looking at mine. I made the one. Mine's your rocket, so I yeah. People normally bring it
The stripes in particular is quite horrifying.
She looks really good at yours. They gotta go to the mayor. Oh my god. I forgot. I have the plush license when that dies. Yeah, I think it's
Hi everybody, welcome to the NeighCon plushie meetup. If you still have plushies, you'll bring it in, find the space. We put more table space back here if you need more space. If you have a plushie here, be sure to see me for your official NeighCon plushie badge. I've got a number of them left, so come up to me if you still need a plushie badge. Come.
These are almost color-coded. Beautiful.
on day one. Well, on day 0, I mean. But I actually slept a lot after day 0.
I got here on day
Maybe. I mean, Luna is not.
And by the time I actually went to sleep after all the pilot,
I moved her and Fluttershy.
Yeah.
She's
load bearing. Luna.
I like this safety warning, Cody.
Got it. Survived today.
Construction party.
Sorry.
There she is.
Princess.
There is her sister hiding.
Luna's over there.
Hello.
We'll go with the border.
Yeah, but it's here. I'll take it.
The ultimate kicks out the plushie meat.
I'm putting the little horse
But
on
never zero.
magnetic tape.
This is NeighCon. You're completely fine with
Burger King crowd.
Do they have Burger King in China?
Yes, they have Burger King in China.
Okay. But I mean,
It's in mid-July. It's hot and muggy outside. I don't want to go outside of my hotel room during mid-July in Guangzhou. I think it's not really calm
Like Equatorial areas.
It's more than rain, fog, rain and
Here we have the princess and her strongly little
But
husband.
it's even more south.
And then of course these are all mine.
Like that.
More table. I thought, oh, we'll just add one table. I'm gonna have to tell Ron, like, we need every table we can find for the Sunshine one.
The thing about the plushie events is you always need more than you ever thought you would.
Well, I mean, I took up, what, 1/5 of the original tables alone? Because from Fluttershy over is me.
I can only imagine if I brought anything more than Twilight with me. Like if I brought Dirt Band, she takes up the table herself.
I love Dirt Band. Like,
Maybe I'll bring her to
Maybe
Mare Fair. Maybe.
I'm gonna go to Mare Fair someday.
If you ever need help, then
Yeah, those three are mine.
yeah, those are mine.
Yeah, no.
Do you like drive here?
Yeah.
Guys?
I basically. Wallace's. There's one over there with a burger.
I like the burger one. I've seen it a couple times.
Celestia.
It was like next to the vendor hall. Because that's where the main vendor hall there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was out front and there's an area on the table.
Oh yeah. Those are both out there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's the same plush also.
So it's like, I thought she looked familiar. Yeah, she's awesome.
Thanks.
Who made that?
Oh, I love that nightmare. That's all I heard. I'd love to
There's a lot of ponies here. I love them ponies. Alright.
The next song is a Luna song. Any Luna fans? This is my story. I told my video as long as you're good, and those millions go with you. I'm riding this picture, time has been ticking.
90, 100, 110, 120, 30. All right, we're at 130. Going once, going twice. 130 for the main stage banner. Up next, we have the Plushmaster's Domain one. That was the room that was over there. So you had a plushie that needed repairs. That's where you went to. Who did this one? So it's also Audrey, and you did this one. Hi. We're going to start the bidding at $30. I heard 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, right now, oh, so 90, 100, 110. All right, we're at 110 right now. Anyone want to go above 110? Going once, look, 120. So now we're at, is your hand up? Okay, so, all right, so 130 now. Are you up? All right, 40, 50, 60. All right, we're at 160. Going once, going twice. Sold. Up next, we have the Whispering Wardrobe, also technically in the same area. This one was, who did this one? Oh, Ice Marion. We're going to start the bidding at $30, 40, 50. We're at $50 right now. 60. Do I hear 70? 70 going once? Sorry, we're at 60. Now we're at 70. So now 80, 90, 100. All right, so we're at $100. They want to beat $100. Going once, going twice. Sold for 100. Is this our last one? Yes, it is. For the band. Okay. This one we never had the chance to use due to some unforeseen circumstances. Who did this one? You and Audrey. So done by Two Shoes and Audrey. We're going to start the bidding since this was never used. We're going to start it at $80.
This is the last banner. I don't know if it's the last.
90. And want to
I
go to
think
100.
they're going to auction off the statues
All right,
in the background.
At 100.
Maybe?
110.
They did at
You want to go to 120? Going
Sequester.
once. Going twice. Sold for 110.
And that cardboard thing.
Oh, this is the party banner. So this one was never displayed at this con, but it was displayed at other conventions that host our NeighCon parties. It has a QR code that I do still believe works to an extent. And it features our sketchy but lovable happy trails. Who did this one? Oh, hi, Two Shoes. We're going to start the bid because this one is basically you have to be able to see it. We're going to start at $80. We have 80. Do I hear 90? Going once. Said 85. All right, we're going to 90 now. 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 200, 250. Do I hear 260? 250 going once, 250 going twice. Sold for $250. Is that it? That's it. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we're auctioning these gals. Who would like to own a man? $40.
I figured.
Okay, straight away, $40. So I see 50s. Oh no, you both put your hands down immediately at 50. So 40, 40, 50. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90. Okay, sticking at 90. Do I see any further hands at 90? Only one. Going once. $90 going twice. Oh, 100 at the back there. 110, 20, 30, 40, 140. Okay, just the one hand again with you. 140 going once again.
Hold on, everyone, just a second. If we get to 200, I will sign it.
I still only hear 140? 200, okay, that's good on you. Okay, any further advance on 200? Signed by the files. It will be signed, I'm sure. Right, 200 then, going once again. 200 going twice. $200 sold, congratulations.
As promised.
All right, we're going to take a technical pause.
Get them on board or call it in. No! They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. Have we started the fire? Yes. The fire rises. Calm down, doctor. Now's not the time for fear. That comes later. Bravo, Nolan.
See if I can do the Sneed scene. It goes.
Well, look at the scene. It's looking pulling up his fancy German car. This car's been his way about it. Well, pardon us, Mr. Goosey Loafers. I bet he seems to be elbow.
Well, la-di-da, Mr. French Avenue Manicure.
Park Avenue.
Yeah, whatever.
Park Avenue Coach
Park Avenue.
Park Avenue Manicure.
So I'm leaving good groovy. Yeah, you're not gonna go anything on your own gym today, that right there, you bend it. What do you know? I know you're so up here to do that. It's up around 5 foot, 10 foot in here, 7 to 8 max.
It's out 9.3 and it's supposed to be around 8.7.
7 to 8 max. Yeah, I'm short. Yeah.
How's it go? So this is about the secret rarity cabal that runs all the conventions, which I've alluded to in some areas. If you saw the NeighCon Mayor Fair panel, I alluded to this secret organization. We got another member. He's very secret. So
super secret Iceman.
I'm coming clean.
You know,
You'll need to know about
so
this.
yeah.
Yeah, so they have the movie called Ip Man. They're working on the movie called Ike Man. It's about a guy that bartends.
So my name is Kavrat, the president and CEO of the Rarity Ball. This is Arden, who sometimes is our treasurer.
Yeah. I have sex with the Rarity. That's a good job. Thank you. It's important work.
Ike, I guess, is like the secretary of the organization, isn't that right? That's right. So,
what, does he give Secret Service, Cadbrad? Come on.
Yeah.
That's crude. Rarity, do you have anything you want to say? Hey, there we go. Thank you, Rarity. Marshmallow. Marshmallow. We love marshmallow here.
The HDMI.
it's over here.
Okay, yeah, so I don't think we prepared anything.
Exposing the cabal, we don't create a slide.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think the Rarity Cabal ever prepares. We're just generously skilled.
The mic doesn't work? The problem is...
This mic will work, okay. We don't need to prepare.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to open it up with this, okay?
So.
Listen, the rarity cabal is indeed real. Ask me how I know a guy who spent like 2 minutes in the fandom before coming a convention chair. Ooh.
Yeah. Like, how does that happen?
Only rarity. Only
yes.
rarity. And, you know, Rarity is a very generous man. She's very generous with her political machinations, you see. Notice how she's able to do all of these high finance maneuvers, only having 3 dress shops, and she's able to just get people dresses and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
She employs slave labor, listen.
Very base.
No, hey, no, we do not condone that here.
Are you at least ready to talk
The
about...
plantation calls.
No, it does not. It does not.
Wokification, are you at least ready to talk about how we're wokifying Mayfair?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. I'll start
Yes, the wokification of America.
Hello, my name is Ike. I've been a rarity lover for a long time, since the beginning of this fandom. You know, at first I thought it was just all good fun. I mean, yes, I wanted to make friends with other rarity lovers, and we all like to, you know, put on a good show, you know, dress sharply, and, you know, yes, we happen to have come from places of privilege, and I didn't think of anything of it, but, you know, I had to come clean about how much we really do control these conventions, and it's been that way since the beginning. So I know that I wasn't there for every single one. We don't all know each other, but we do all talk, you know, together in servers, and we plan things together, and I think it's finally time to come clean. So this is about the secret rarity cabal that has been controlling conventions since the very start. So I'm going to start, you know, by asking just a couple simple questions here. So why is Rarity, which is one of the less popular members of the main 6, yet there are so many Rarity lovers in key positions of power? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever wonder why that's the case? And, you know, Rarity lovers, they often whine about being oppressed by dirty, disgusting, uncivilized mud ponies, yet Rarity lovers are all very intelligent, they're wealthy, sharply dressed. Like, why would they care? Why would they need to say those things about other ponies, even though they're true?
Indubitably.
We don't need to say it, it's obvious, yet we have to keep enforcing a culture to make sure that we remain in power. So I'm going to start with a very interesting, this is almost even before my time, I'm relatively young, but some ancient convention history. So I don't know, we have a picture of Final Draft here, and no one's really sure, is he really a secret Rarity fan, or was he just a useful idiot for the Cabal? He started a convention, MLP MSP, he was very involved with Everfree Northwest, of course, and created a lot of online societies. Now, I don't know if you know this, but MLP MSP was largely run by Rarity fans. Almost the entire AV staff, that was kind of my entry into the fandom. I was asked by a Rarity fan to come help out with that convention, and then when the chair, which was not founded, it was the chair of the board, Scott, I believe his name? No, not Scott. That's everything the rest. I don't remember his name. It was a long time ago. But they were kind of being rude to some of the members, and a letter went out. We all signed it, and LPMSB ended that year. And it didn't come back until Charlie resurrected it. So you have to wonder, you know, what happens when you get on the wrong side of this cabal? Your convention ends. You're removed from power. And this is not the only case. This is just maybe one of the first ones. So I'm going to go to another interesting story. This is going to skip forward, you know, quite a bit, because I know not everybody went to some of the Midwest cons, and you know, I would definitely, after that whole debacle, I kind of was soured, I saw how much power they were wielding, and I kind of I hit the bottle, you know. I was mostly, you know, I mean, of course, you know, Cosmos and nice cocktails, and I'm a Rarity fan, not a, you know, degenerate, you know, a backwoods earth pony, you know, just drinking moonshine, of course. But, you know, I found my poison. But as I got back into things, I was asked again to come out of retirement for a little con called BabsCon. So I don't know how much you know about BabsCon, but it was supposedly in a failing state because of COVID, right? Sure.
Business stuff.
But was it really COVID or was it sabotage? After the leaders of BabsCon had a huge problem with a couple key Rarity fans, the convention started to go downhill.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Sergeant Arden, a Rarity fan, takes over.
Yeah.
Just briefly as con chair, you know, and people started asking questions. So, of course, you know, this BabsCon, that's not controlled by the Rarity Cabal, right? Because as we all know, and this is a bit of a jump scare. What did we see? Oh no, we missed a slide. Where's my?
Oh no.
Oh no, I guess it was delete. Okay, hold on. I'll just delete.
Yeah,
Delete. Hold on. No!
I prefer the term Rarity Enjoyer.
It was taken over by, oh wait, oh no, go back.
I'm a Rarity Enjoyer,
no, this
by the way.
Is, there.
Same.
Here we go.
Yeah, Rarity is to be enjoyed, I agree.
Sorry.
You know, when Arden ran BabsCon, there was plenty of dice to go around.
My jump scare slide messed up. That's right, it was taken over by furries. The furry takeover. I'm sad that this slide got deleted, but
Stefan took it over.
So Stefan was in charge, right? A known furry, so it wasn't the Rarity lovers. But Stefan was really spending most of his time in Asia selling pornography. He wasn't really there at the convention.
I bought some.
And you know, as they do. And suddenly, despite, you know, being pushed out because he was too involved with the Cabal, Arden's back. He's in charge of ops again.
Somehow Arden returned.
And somehow all the other departments are given to Ike and Midbrem, Rarity fans.
Whoa.
That's kind of curious. Stefan's still in charge as a figurehead, but he's not around. All the decisions, all the shots are being called by Rarity fans. That's what you get when you cross the Cabal. Another convention about to be killed, taken over. And that leads me to another recent case of a convention that, you know, I know Corp, he loves Twilight, but he got a little mouthy one night, a little drunk maybe, and now all of a sudden, somebody else is in charge. There's a new pony order, and suddenly, Mayor Fair is being taken over, being wokeified by a Rarity fan, and I'm going to pass this off because I think the expert is right here, Cadbrad.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. Let me look at this slide. You know, one day there's a con. It's called Mayor Fair, right? And you know, it was going well for a while, but you know, they recently, you know, they're like, we can't go back to the Rosen Center. So you know who they come to? They come to me. They come to me, and a Rarity Enjoyer, the biggest one in Mayor Fair, because Ike had to leave, but he got replaced by another Rarity Enjoyer named Gonderland as the head of events. And frankly, they come to me, and you know, Corp, we let him think he's the HBIC. We let him get all the heat. Twilight gets all the heat. That's what we want, because we're the Rarity, the secret Rarity Cabal. We operate in the shadows mostly, you know. But yeah. So we secretly control it. We let Corp, you know, get all the heat because it keeps the heat off us, you see. So we're over here at Mayor Fair. We're fixing things. We're not going to get removed from any more hotels. Let me tell you that. And that's the power of Rarity. You know, Rarity knows how to handle business.
Why do you think we were removed from the other ones? Do you think it was the attendees? No. They don't have that kind of power.
The problem was, let me tell you what the problem was. Last year, right? They had Meemly, a Rarity hater, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right.
That's the reason why we can't go back to the road. That's
it's Meemly's fault.
Yeah, it's Meemly's fault.
Actually, I do want to add, so Meemly supposedly really hates Rarity. Eyewitness reports do indicate that he actually went on a date with a Rarity cosplayer. Interesting that. Double agent? I don't know.
In my circles, we call that a kismississitude, but maybe that's a bit too advanced. Anyway, so yeah, we're making Mayor Fair right this year because they said, Gabra, we need you to fix Mayor Fair as a Rarity #1 fan. So that's what's been happening.
All I have to say about Meemly is, you know, success breeds jealousy.
Yeah.
That Rarity hate. Why is it directed at us? You know, why not some other pony, some other unicorn?
Yeah.
Why? I wonder.
It was not a Pinkie Pie cosplayer, I can tell you. He was on a date with a Rarity cosplayer at the spaghetti and teddy dinner, and I waltz on over, and he's like, "Yeah, Brad, you need to leave. You're gonna do the most obvious thing in existence."
Well, I'll tell you something. You can't just marry in to the cabal. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's all, we can move on to maybe the last slide I have here, which brings us up to the present moment, which is NeighCon itself. So Light Solver frames? Who knows? All of a sudden, he's not in charge, and who is? Oh, it's Arden again. Oh, Ike is added. Cadbrad now on the board.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
once again,
a new convention taken over by Rarity fans. Suddenly, just none of us were there from the start, but all of a sudden, now it's ours. Really makes you think. You have to start questioning anything you hear, anything. Who knows? I'm just asking questions. Obviously, if these are horrible things, and I'm not saying anything. Of course, obviously, if it's true, it's all wrong. But you do have to wonder all these suspicious accusations being thrown around, and you don't know what to believe. But what you can believe is what you see, and that's who ends up being in charge at the end. And it's there's a commonality, despite being only probably about 15 to 20% of the main fan, 15? Of the main 6 fandom enjoyers, they're a little overrepresented at the convention leadership level. So I wish I had more graphics, but that's the problem is we're busy running this con, and we didn't have too much. We were busy controlling the banks. And no. Anyway,
she is very generous with the banks.
So. I guess do you want to open up to questions?
Yeah, you got a question?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Why would Rarity lovers want to sabotage BabsCon? What would they have to gain from that?
No one sabotaged BabsCon. What do you mean?
Didn't you just say? Oh wait, that's sorry.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe it was sabotaged. Maybe it wasn't. I don't think we may ever know. But it's just curious that it fails, and then all of a sudden, who comes in
to save it?
Yeah, to save it, that's right. And we're lauded as heroes for saving it, but, maybe there was who caused it. Who knows?
Let's just say the sparing human intellect cannot properly comprehend the levels. The levels of, shall we say, masterminding that Rarity is capable of. She is very generous with her intellect and her ambitions.
Something else to point out, and I don't know if you noticed this, but all of a sudden, the year that the Rarity lovers take over, cosplay gets huge. They get their own room. It's a huge cosplay contest. That wasn't there before. Kind of suspicious. I mean, every pony likes cosplay, right? Every pony likes dressing up, but maybe some more than others. It's just what I'm saying. Just connecting some dots.
Yeah.
Just asking questions.
That reminds me, at last BabsCon, I was wearing this shirt. I saw Tabitha St. Germain. She's like, "Oh, that's a nice shirt." She started rubbing my stomach. I don't know what that was about, but I got a picture of it. Just email me.
You've been blessed by Rarity. That's what it means.
Email the attendee relations account for either NeighCon or Mayfair. Ask for this picture, and I'll send it to you free of charge. Anyway, questions? Yes, sir.
I noticed there's a lot.
And then one of the things about here tonight, our plush deputy of the Sonata, his idea, was to have a plush tea party. And everything we know about that was an amazing, anything unique event in plushies. So I really don't have that much to say. But I am happy to have helped make a new convention happen in Baltimore and who knows, maybe somewhere else.
Tune in next week. Next episode of Travel.
I'll start with that.
Just push that button.
Come on, Naples, not Baltimore. Beautiful center.
When they do charity, full screen.
If we go to Annapolis, we have to invite maybe.
Let's go to
Alright, let's settle down.
So the other flight executives have most of the details figured out for us, so I'm going to hand it off to Alex. Oh, to Gilliam. Oops.
I just talked about our charity. We had $2,920 earned for charity from the dinner. Just a little bit ago, $12,240. So for anybody that had won a NeighCon sign, I do have the storage and tote bags for them. So stick around at the end, come over here and dole them out.
And now for a number that you all are waiting for. Winter Light, get up here! This is Winter Light. He is our registration guy, and he's going to share with you guys a very important number.
The number that we're all waiting for. Just a very quick story. Somebody mentioned it, but I think he undermined it a little bit. We expected some pretty good numbers, but just on day one, we ran out of batches at registration. And we accounted for so many people, and we still ran out. We got sold pretty quickly, but that's just how amazing people were registering. So, without further ado, what are the actual numbers of the people that came over here? It could be a little wrong, but our total amount of attendees, plus that, amounts to 322 people. Excellent time.
Thank you, Mr. Light.
3. And then this, I guess.
Alright, so part of the contribution as to how NeighCon came to be was in large part due to our sponsors. So as I say the sponsors' name, you may come on stage, say a very quick thing, and then head back to your seat. And with that, do you want to say the bad news? Yeah, the bad news. They kind of explode. Yeah. You said it. You know what I mean?
All four. Green man, go home.
Day 4 win.
Closing ceremonies. The saddest part is the announcement of the closure of NeighCon 2026. As a final reiteration, thank all of you for showing your support, showing up, despite all the hates, controversies, everything. It means a lot. Showing the definition of the true nature and the true morals and goals of the show, which is friendship is magic. And with that, I am sad and happy to finally announce NeighCon 2026 has finally concluded. Thank you very much for attending. Good Ghost did it. It's a ghost, isn't it? It's a ghost saying finally, all right, turn off the lights. I did close out. Well, let's get out on the stage. Lady first. Go! Enjoy the rest of the night.
you.